You know, once upon a time there was a big, hard, tough man called the North who married a rather delicious young woman called the South. And they had this orphan child called the Midlands. The poor old Midlands doesn't really know who it is, but it should do. Do your sport and you'll find the Midlands again and again. Most of our histories come through literary forms, things that are written and things that are read or spoken. And sport, by and large, doesn't do that. It's something you do. It gives people expression who normally wouldn't have expression. And sport has always given itself a history. The question is, what's the most important thing? The event, the actual event, the physical expression, the nowness, or the narrative that follows and which fits in with lots of other physical events?
That's me and Ron, yeah. 1979, I think that team is. I think they've got going in 78 with, I think, Pete, Ben Cadle, Roger Southernton was the secretary then, and he rung me up and he said he's interested in going down and coaching goalkeepers. We'd never had no junior football in Anstey from when I last played, which was 17 then, so I'm talking a long while ago. I'm 74 now. I think we finished about third in the league on that year. Then we had a bit of a mishap. One of the managers left. Well, he attacked the referee, and then they got banned for life.
Okay. You're officially a camera. Boys. Right, we'll have someone sensible with it, I think. Charles. Did you go to school with that and this motley crew then? Do you know any of them? Did you go to school with that? Okay, in the toilet.
Test 1!
And back row, a little bit to the left. That's it. That's it, we got it. Okay, your best faces.
Whose face smiles? I like the big and juicy sausages. Oh, yes.
Take the net down then, boys.
Tapey! No! Come on! Really hard. What is this? The ball. Someone, do you want to go with this? Sorry. No. Go on.
Scarlett, can you do a warm up for us, please? It'll be alright. It'll be okay.
Lloyd, where's my tracksuit? Oh, threw it away. And I kept that until about 4 years ago, and my stupid son threw it away. And I'd still got it from school, and with the badge on, you know what I mean? I was proud of that. Jeff worked on it really hard. Ben Cadle had a word with me, and I worked with Pete Dorset, and he said to me, well, come and help us. And that's how it started. And I started at 7, I say, I finished when I was 37. I had to finish because I ruptured my ligament in my knee. So, but Lloyd played. He played when he was 9. He played in goal. He could have gone to Notts County, but his mum wouldn't let him. But unfortunately, he broke his leg playing for the town, and he was never the same. He was never the same.
Right. Okay. Actions from previous meeting. Parish Council grant support, that didn't happen.
I found out why.
He didn't put a stamp on the letter, did he?
He didn't put a stamp on there. So it didn't get delivered.
Bless him.
The Royal Mail returned it to me.
Bless him. He has got a lot on his plate with Toba.
Right. Approaches made to local companies for donations, re-sponsorship of kits. Stuart.
We've got a list of companies that we're going to approach. The two house builders are first on the list.
Well, we're not talking about the books, but I'm going to sponsor one team this year.
I applied for the Anstey Town charity and whatever else, and was lucky enough to get a grant for £500.
Yay!
We're 6,660.
I just went and put it through their letterbox at Jubilee Hall.
Closer. Yeah. Not too close. Okay, hold that. Pick it up the pitch.
Everyone working as hard as they can.
No, don't score. Come on, next one.
Unlucky. Good man, Golden.
Can I go on? I want to get a hat trick.
You've only got one. You need two for a hat trick.
Oh, yeah.
Look how red your noses are. Oh.
Good girl. Go on then, Cameron, help her.
Go on then, Cameron.
Good girl. Go on, Cameron, keep going.
Go, Cam! It came off your foot onto me.
How many do you want it?
Then I kicked at the same time. Yeah, and we both kicked at the same time. Goalkeeper saved it.
Got it, Mel.
Let me touch and Tanny. The ball's back at me and I just shot right next to it.
Unlucky. Good idea. Unlucky, Millie. Try and win it back.
There's a concern, I think, and there has been for a number of years. I mean, things like Brexit and other developments like that have probably reinforced it, that the communities which were so significant in British social life for a large part of the 20th century have been fragmenting and melting away and becoming less significant. Locality is important, but what actually does a community mean? It's blurred. At the very least, it's very blurred at the edges. It's probably blurred everywhere to a certain degree.
Sam, Cole and Ben as captain. Nice to go. Freddie. I'll have Freddie as the captain. No, Sam over here.
Recent Ben! Can I go there? I want to go
Right, okay, your team, you're with me over here.
You can argue what do we mean by community and whose community is it? Is it kind of, I mean, to what extent is it a kind of deliberate attempt to build a community? There is a kind of community aspect to it. To what extent is that at the real heart of the football club? But communities they evolve. I mean, communities aren't monolithic, and the whole idea of digitisation has kind of moved the idea of community on. Whereas before, communities were based around the place of work. I mean, I came from a mining village, but because that kind of focus around work has gone, the village is kind of, I won't say it's a ghost village, but it just feels different.
If you're trying to pass from here to the goal, somebody will intercept that. If you're trying to pass from me to Europe, it's really hard to lose the ball then, isn't it, as a team? Really hard to lose the ball. The other thing is, and I've been working on with my team for a bit, I'm not sure you...
Number one! Got it. Number three.
Let's go with Crossgate. Harris. So if you get close to it, and you spread, I think I'm just going to go first. Simulate defender.
I saved it with my mum.
Sometimes I think all that's left is a kind of mako. Whereas if you were beating metal all day or mining coal, you came out tired. So yeah, it's an important thing, and it's one of the great unspoken aspects of sports history. Just how deep this masculine identity goes and how deeply sport expresses it. I don't think it's a safety valve. I don't know if I believe in safety valves. I think more of something means more of something.
Not the camera!
Right, you forces, Scarlett.
Yeah.
Stand it. You stand, just there. Next up, you two one side. Front.
I'm tallest in the whole
Other four in front.
I'm one of the youngest.
Right, other four, right, in front.
I'm the youngest.
On your knees. What I want to see, you've got to see your shoes, haven't you? So, the two on this right, one on this side. Two on this side, left feet there. Two on that side, right foot there. You see your feet. One on the end, let's stick your feet out so you can see your laces, that'll do. Right, need just point at your laces when he's ready to take the photo then. Okay, ready?
You know, I think that sense of sport being an outlet of, you know, aggressive masculinity, I think it depends what sport and what country, because in the US, soccer players are totally going to be made fun of. If you're strong and masculine, you're playing American football. You know, you're playing ice hockey if you're from up north. Yeah, in the US, soccer is a suburban sport. It's a white sport. Women's sport is more successful. We expect to win things because we're Americans, and we're really good at it. Yeah, women's soccer is awesome. And all the men in the country get behind it.
Again, we need a couple more players because it's gone from 9-a-side to 11, both teams. So obviously Keen's come, we've got some other lads. Feel free to ask your mates at schools and just say to them, come training, you don't have to sign, you just come and have a look.
Miles go to your school.
Yeah.
And Charlie.
Don't forget to take your cameras off, go and see
Apparently
Jamie.
Miles is the one that thinks he's solid.
Well done, boys. Well done, lads. See you next week at 11.
I can tell.
Friend, if you've got any.
You swore.
Josh ain't got any.
Yeah, she did, I heard you. Josh just brought some. I might just go and run off. Yeah, use it for your YouTube.
Last one, and then just jog on the spot. Last one, everybody. Wait, nobody's good to go. I've got Keen up.
Oh, I've hurt my foot, I can't do this. Oh.
5 left. Come on, keep going till I say. Oh, it's good to be.
In case this one there looks bad, easy pass there, we're in trouble. That's it.
Good shot.
One other thing I'd like to mention is, I'm sure some of you know, that there's an ex-Swifts player, Callum Cockle-Mollet, who has signed on at Warsaw And he's just won the Apprentice of the Year. He also played at home today. He was actually on the front cover of the programme.
Yeah, seen that. Brilliant.
So it's good for, you know, isn't it really? It
Oh, yeah.
shows kids' dreams ain't always
just dreams.
Yeah.
Oh, well, their badge is the same as ours, that's why it's going to
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
But yeah, well done to him.
Yeah, well. Go drink then, lads. When you come, boys.
Right on your knee.
Guys, come over here, please.
You're getting stuck in. This is what it's all about. You know when we press. Right.
What's with your hand then?
I landed it. Oh, I didn't land it.
Stick it off your head. Right, okay. Now, as soon as that sits back, kind of muscle, right. As soon as it sweats, doesn't it? Yeah, that's yours, isn't it? Sweats. Right, so I want you to play.
He's got the ball, so you mediate the play, then you drop. Yes, can I play? You get out the ball, it's all good.
Nicely. You just got to get it off. Defenders clear it. In down, just get it out of the line. That's it.
Okay, you need to stand right back over here, so the referee doesn't think that you're on the pitch, alright?
I remember so clearly when my son was playing football when he was 9 or 10 years old, and one of the other dads on the touchline next to me shouting at his son, "Work rate, Miles, work rate." And that professional expectation coming through. The problem, of course, is that the kids might also hear inappropriate language, bad language, stereotypical language, problematic language. And I think things like the John Terry case, where they could see a professional footballer and he's in court over his choice of language on the pitch, I think that probably was a bit of a wake-up call to a lot of people that actually language does matter, that you can't just use that and expect to have no consequence.
You've got to look around you. There's a lot of this punching about with these short passes to each other, and you're that near. It's no good. You've got to make the ball forward. Think positive as much as you can.
You see the dads on a Sunday morning, you're shouting at their sons. Well, the dads are just repeating old stuff.
You've got to get in the box.
Let the boys kick it around, let them enjoy it, and let's see where that takes you.
Start off as you are. Let's get it focused from the start. You three, come in. Get yourselves warmed up, please.
All four of you don't have to go. One person goes and we mark the player. We don't all run after it. Look, we're all going together. All going. Get the ball. Keep going with it. Keep going with it. Well done, Oliver. Well done, mate. If we lose this one, then we're out. Because it's semi-final. If we win this one, we go through to the final.
What if we win all the finals?
Then you win the Europa League. Well done, Cam. Well done, Cam. Come back then, Swift. Owen, Cameron. Hey, Anstey.
Come on. The winners of the Anstey Swifts Football Tournament 2017 Europa League Final is Anstey Typhoons.
You're my rock of empathy, my
Clearly everything has got younger than it used to be. I mean, I didn't play my first. I joined the Cubs in order to play football because there weren't any football teams beforehand. My son started going when he was 5, but I would be really concerned if I thought people were saying, okay, you know, identifying these players. Yeah, it would concern me if I thought that was happening.
Nathan, can you show me a third?
It's business, isn't it? And it's being applied to 6-year-olds. On the one hand, the business model gives you money, opportunity, time. On the other hand, it takes away control. I'm not even sure actually that this is good for the clubs in the end. Because, you know, if you're getting it wrong as a footballing society, then you're just going to repeat that wrongness. You need a period of experiment.
Give it to him, move for him.
That's a post hit me. Yeah, don't worry. I've just got
There was a kind of sentimentality about these very local clubs that now have become much more part of a bigger bureaucracy and part of a kind of the wider health and safety framework created. I mean, that's part. Perhaps I wouldn't have said that a few months ago, but I think in light of what's come out regarding the allegations over the abuse of some of the players in the past, you think back and, you know, what was really going on and how did these things kind of manifest themselves?
That's better. If you're going to push it on.
Are you retarded?
Hey, just watch this, lads, eh?
You look for a team photo?
Team photo, you doing that now?
Yeah, we're doing that as well.
Team photo, lads, come
There's
on.
a bit of cleanliness involved.
Lads, in front of the goal, come on, team photo. Make sure you've all done your hair, boys. Make sure your hair's right.
I can't read that.
Come on, let's get you organised. Right, I want Logan, Sam.
Right, short ones at the front, big at the back.
Small, so I have to kneel down.
A little bit. And no, that's it. All right.
Guys, what are you doing?
I'm just here.
Right, don't run it back, stand like this.
Watch over a little bit this way, that's it.
Go down on one knee, front row down on one knee.
Taylor and Luke. That's it, that's the one. Thank you, guys.
Come on, I forgot to breathe in. This gentleman's going to be doing some catch-ups over the next few weeks.
Lads, listen, them boys, come in, see if Tom's going to take the team. Come on. Right, lads, just listen. Come on, boys, hurry up. We've got 5 minutes. Listen, just before Tom takes the team. Listen, lads. Just everyone listen, 5 minutes. Right, last game of the season, boys. We want to go out with a bang, don't we?
Be positive, Weston. Attack the ball. Attack it. Attack. A ball.
Stop with the glum faces. Okay, these things happen in football, don't they? Let's get a smile on our faces, boys. Come on.
You're doing all right. Okay. We had 3 opportunities on goal then, first half. If all them had gone in, we'd have been coming in here 3-0 half time.
Somebody tell me what the score is again. 0-0. Go out. Let's go out and win the second half. Let's go. Come on. Go out there and do it.
That's what we care about. Oh yeah.
What's up, George? You alright, mate? What's the matter? Do you? Because the sun was in your eyes, maybe.
Back, that one. Jump. Guys, just make sure we stay goal side. Michael, keep talking to Harvey.
Alex, drop sensitive to me.
George, you've got 2 here. One's yours, stay goal side. Number 7.
You alright, George?
Harvey, push on 12.
Huh?
Okay, Steve. Matt, come wider.
EA, the makers of it, well, the makers of Forza, teamed up with Xbox, so made it an Xbox exclusive. Xbox is better. My head's stinging.
Boys, come on, switch on. Back to these balls, come on.
Did you find this hard season?
Ask him to or tell him to hit it.
They're hard.
Just talk.
No, they're quite easy. Oh, well, we got really hard ones. No, everyone got the same ones. I know. Yeah, well, ours were harder.
Come on, Leno. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky, unlucky. Got to be strong in there, George. Unlucky, Austin. Billy. Left just having a sub.
Sport itself, it kind of magnifies that kind of them and us mentality. I mean, in some ways it might be reflecting that kind of shift to the right that we've experienced really since the 80s, and you know, perhaps it's going further towards the right as we speak.
What is at the heart of what people get out of being involvement in football teams, whether they're, you know, young kids playing or the parents and things like that? I mean, you know, it is partly about competition. We discussed this, competition is an element of it. We tend, I think, though, to think of competition as conflict. It's about rivalries, it's about bitter hatred to one another. But of course, all rivalries are about cooperation. They absolutely need one another. I mean, the most obvious example is the Old Firm. They were called the Old Firm because they were an old firm who got together to make more money by playing one another and creating a brand which was the Old Firm derby.
Honey, do you want this? Yeah, what is it? I want it! Have a camera on. I want it! You've got one, you bumhole. No, I don't! That's us! That's us! Wait, is it actually dead? No. I just want to see you work.
Down the line then, down the line, quick. Go.
Honey. It's honey. I can't see! That's us! Oh, you touched it! It's on! Oh my gosh. This is what happens when Swift plays in the rain, not Wayne. Wayne. This is what happens when Swifts play in the rain.
You can throw that ball. Mark!
Shower. I'm having a shower, yeah. This is how we have a shower.
That's better, Kiana.
All right.
Our job is to actually get the narrative and the worldview of the people who we're speaking to. Sport is very proud of its past. I'd actually say many sports are obsessed with their past. And so I guess a lot of my interest in sports history is looking at what official versions do sports tell about themselves, and then coming in and saying, yes, but.
Well, I mean, the old way of doing history was to find your hero or your great man, nearly always man, one or two women, but not that many. And he or she would explain everything. We do social history now, cultural history, and by definition, we've rather dumped the great man thesis. However, people did think they were great men and women. They did think that, and we have to take that on board. We have to try and understand their charisma. And remember what Max Weber said about charisma. It's not something you have, it's something you're given.
Cheers, mate. Hold on. Good going, mate.
Eddie, since when was that a real throw? This is when they clip someone in the ankle, not be a foul when they've not got the ball.
Look, hard one to take on the chin, that one, boys. Very hard one. Yeah. We just got to that point. It's whoever shouts the loudest. What we learned from it is, drop like they did every time, like a sack of spuds. It's cheating, but that's how they've done it, and they've come away with a point. But look, it's done. Move on. I can't fault any of you for the effort. Appreciate it today, lads. Well done. Yeah, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Go on. Cheers, lads.
Well played,
done,
lads.
Well done, boys.
fucking frustrating.
I said I'd do it.
Move on. You're a volunteer.
Right, Treasurer's report. We're in a really healthy position actually. Because we've got £6,000, we've paid everything we need to pay for the forthcoming season other than kits.
In terms of kit, you said we were supplying the home shirt, away shirt, shorts and socks, and then extras for people. So I've got quotes for that lot. The question is, do we sell it at cost or do we sell it at a markup?
A couple there.
We don't really want to mark it up, do we?
Yeah, not too much.
Just round off to the next five or
just round it up, make it simple, like 27, 30.
One flick. When you're doing the flick, get it one flick so it's away from you. Then you ain't got to contour out with it, have you? Go!
How many times did I get the ball? No. Why didn't I get the ball? Yes, exactly right. I didn't get the ball because you passed it on.
The more you flick it away, the better you're going to get the power behind it. Go! Come on, Kieran! Come on, Kieran! Bang it again! Oh, Adam, focus!
Sport has always stood separate from the state. It's built on this long history of volunteerism, which is quite significant in British society. People who run football clubs at youth levels and other levels are kind of they're what some of the key volunteers in British society.
I see low-level amateur sport, particularly community sport of the sort you're looking at. I see it as a kind of cluster of potential that the community is providing for itself.
So if it goes to sudden death, remember them orders, yeah? Well, you three going first. Who wants to go first out? You three.
Pitch 4. Against Wales Park. The Champions League final will be at the 10.
I was looking through the other day, and I think
4 or 5 of them have been there all 6 years. 2 or 3 others joined us a year after. The story really starts way back when at Barlston St Giles. I'm at New Verdon, which is a couple of miles away from Barlston. My lad played for Barlston up until under 11, I think it was, at which point Barlston folded. We then found ourselves looking for a side. We basically went over and we created 2 Anstey Swifts under 12 sides, which was great for the club. And obviously me being at New Verdon, it didn't make any difference. And the lads from this side sort of stuck with it. And we've managed to run through to under 18s. So one dropped out because he didn't really want to play. Another one dropped out because he got booked in a game and I think his boots felt a bit. And I think financially he just thought, that's it, I don't want to pay a fine, I don't want to do the bookings, I don't want to get the new pair of boots. Part-time jobs became an issue. I had to manage that team completely differently this year than any other year. I had to win hearts and minds. We had to, because effectively we were turning up with games, not knowing how many we got. You're behind the 8 ball, you know, you are in trouble. So to get them to come out and do it week in, week out, it's very much managing a whole group of people. Even through to sort of 18s, it's still parents and somebody's got to step up to the plate to make those decisions rightly or wrongly. I've done the best part of 6 years. It's impossible. It's not for other lads, to be fair. So unfortunately, we've had to call it a day. 5 league games short of finishing a season. So, but you take the good times, and that's the way it goes, unfortunately.
Right, lads, we're going to easily win this, Ted man. Here we go, lads. Easy, mate.
Can I just ask a question? Yeah. Sorry. Did we invite the under 18s in the end?
Invited them, Ross said no. Arrivals from 6 o'clock, first presentation at 6:30. You only have 15 minutes per team.
Prompt. They'll get kicked off.
Sharp. Next year we've got 15.
That there. See that there.
I'm just going to leave the
7:45
till 8:15.
When Stu shouts, that's it, you're off.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the barbecue is now open if you haven't had your tea. We're not charging extra for the fact that Graham's cooked them, although he's a Michelin-starred chef. Okay, ladies and gents, next up are the under-7 Typhoons.
And next up is Jack Yoxon. And the last one we've got is the Players Player, and it's one of my favourite because it means you've been recognised by your peers. So the Players Player for this year is Millie Jean. So give her a clap.
Okay, ladies and gents, so this is the under-8 Tornadoes. As I said, these are the Real Madrid of Anstey Swifts Football Club and their manager, the Jose Mourinho, Joe Martin. Eyes forward, guys, look at the cameras, smile.
So this is the Players Player. For me, this is a really important trophy to win. Actually, Players Player. It's from your peers. It's from your mates. Ben Muggleston.
He's all over the pitch, scoring goals, passing, dribbling. Come on up, River. Rivalpinho is his Brazilian name.
Players Player of the Year is Harry Ingleton. Okay, if anybody wants any photos, lads, come to the front.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the under 10 girls with Jock, Mark or Robert.
Leave. And this plays, as well as playing 2 years above her age, and possibly Anstey Swift's highest earner, is her dad gives her money when she scores, and her granddad gives her money to score. Live hands.
This girl is one hell of a footballer, and I hope she realises now, coming back to us, that she will stay with us because she's one big asset to our team, and that's Taya.
Got injured earlier this year, not playing football until we'd finished. He decided to do a slide through a massive puddle and then broke his ankle.
which is Logan all over. That sums him right up. If he's not muddy, he's not happy. Well done, Logan. Yeah.
Thanks very much, everyone. Cheers. Evening. Lads, keep quiet, please. I'll go straight into it because I'm cold and I know a few of us are. He can tackle, he can head. He's a bit gobby at times, but he's a good player. Joel, come on.
So, supporters play this year, very much deserved, I feel, Clyde Friars. And the last player to receive their 5 years is Harry Burton.
Thank you to everybody who does the line. Thank you for the help that you give us at the weekend. And hopefully we'll have a good season next year. Well done. Thank you very much.
We have to think again about our political identities. And of course, in this country, we have to come together again with a lively and optimistic view of who we are. Thankfully, the British are pretty good at being lively and optimistic. John Stuart Mill starts his wonderful book on liberty by saying the more open and diverse a society, the more free it will be. And I believe that.
That's it.